Hello, LA150 students. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. I wanted to spend a little bit of time, and I'm going to make this as brief as possible, and then my plan is going to be to pick up our discussion in class on Tuesday. And really two areas that I want to focus on here are going over just an intro to the scavenger hunt, which if you recall I mentioned in week 1 of the class that is a requirement, although not graded, for students to complete this course and to pass the course you must participate in the scavenger hunt. Okay, we'll make this fun, we'll make it a really good learning adventure and just have a good time as a group with this one. Okay. So I'm on the home page. I went into student view and I'm going to click on the LA150 scavenger hunt document that's in here. This document, I would recommend that you print it out, and one of the main reasons is that you have to get signatures on this from the different offices that you'll visit. So here is a map of the campus because of the fact that we realize that students don't know the entire campus at this point. We're into the third week of the semester. You're freshmen coming in. And it's a good idea to have this map with you so that you can see where the different buildings are, if there's a building and an office mentioned here. Okay. So the scavenger hunt document, again, I'd print it out, take it with you to visit the various offices. And I'm going to kind of go over briefly the overview of this. And like I said, we're going to pick up with more discussions about this in class on Tuesday of this week. So kind of an overview here. To pass the class, as I said, students will visit several offices on campus, including Career Services, Learning Commons, Library, Information Desk, Health and Counseling Services, Residence Life, the Office of Mission Integration, and you will attend 2 college convocations per semester. Okay. So that is the overarching description of this activity. The goal here then is to help you learn about the services and resources available to you as students here, and not only to really get to understand what is available, but really with an emphasis on meeting the people that are there. We think that's one of the real big advantages of being a Mount Aloysius College student is that these services that are provided to you are provided to you free of charge. There are many schools where if you want to get some sort of tutoring service, you have to pay extra for that, or if you want some kind of counseling services, you have to pay extra for that. That's all built into your tuition here as a student at Mount Aloysius College. We, the faculty, administration, everybody recommends that you visit these offices and you take advantage of these services that are here for you, put in place to help you achieve your goals while you're here at Mount Aloysius College. Okay? And the other piece to this is that, while we all see the academic piece as a huge importance in your stay here at Mount Aloysius College, having an integration into the social life is important as well. And that's what this second point addresses. So when you get out to meet people and you get to visit some of these offices, you're going to be encouraged to engage in conversations with them, learn about what's going on campus, and hopefully get involved with some activities on campus. So here is the next page, the evidence of completion for each one. You'll note here with the career services that we were actually supposed to be participating in this in week 2. I decided to push this back week because we've been focusing so much on having guest speakers come in these first couple weeks and really focusing on working on this article review number 1, that I would wait to do this career services piece until right now. So that would be my recommendation for the very first one here is a visit career services office. You are going to be completing the Focus 2 survey. That's the one we went over in class the other day. Please, the document is also out on the homepage in the grouping with this document here. Please go over this and complete this survey, this assessment prior to class on Tuesday. The next one is Learning Commons. We've already talked to several folks from Learning Commons. Now you're going to be asked to go into their home. So go visit these folks that you already met in class. Go talk with them. And then you'll see down here, these are the offices listed here, and then the evidence of those that you have to get signatures from each of those that are down here. So go visit these offices, and then the last one is a convocation attendance. But this one here is I would just ask that you just write out what your convocation was, maybe a brief description of it here. And if you want to, you can create this in a Word document or a Google Doc, just this page, and share this with me, print it out and bring it in so you don't have to handwrite it. It's up to you. You can handwrite right on this, or you can create it electronically as well. Okay. Again, we'll go over this more in class on Tuesday. I want to introduce you to this really with the emphasis of a couple of main points here. One is that you really need to get started on this right away. I would follow down those numerical points with the offices listed and visit each of those according to number 1, 2, 3, etc. The other piece is that this really needs to be completed in order to pass this class. Okay, so you could have a 95% and everything. If you don't complete this, you're not going to pass the class. We'll discuss that more again in class on Tuesday. I'm going to end that for now, and I want to jump back just out to the home page here. I don't have any documentation to pull up in front of me here, but I want to talk just briefly about the service project. Again, we will spend a great deal more time this coming week reviewing the service project. What I want to start with here, I want to read to you the philosophy statement of Mount Aloysius College. As a Catholic college founded and sponsored by the Religious Sisters of Mercy, Mount Aloysius College provides a setting in which students are encouraged to synthesize faith with learning, to develop competence with compassion, to put talents and gifts at the service of others, and to begin to assume leadership in the world community. With the emphasis on values of justice, hospitality, mercy, and service, the college's liberal arts core curriculum provides the necessary basis for leadership and knowledge, skills in a wide range of professions. While the academic focus is paramount at Mount Aloysius College, the college also considers spiritual, cultural, social, and personal growth as essential elements in the development of the student. Everything that we're doing in this class really supports this Mount Aloysius College philosophy statement. The service project, which is I want to focus on now for a bit, is really we need to think of this not as completing service hours, but as a service project. And what I mean by that, it's a coordinated effort. It is a group effort. We can make the groups, whatever size, depending on the project, depending on the need. You can have a group of 10, you could have a group of 3. We'll hash all that out in the next couple weeks in class. But I really want to focus on that main point, that this is a group service project. Group. It's not individual. It's not a completion of service hours randomly throughout campus or through different divisions, such as residence life or your athletics. It is a coordinated effort group project. Okay. The other focus I want to talk briefly about here, I'll mention it, and then we will have many more discussions about this in class. I want you to approach this thinking about our talents and gifts, as mentioned in the philosophy statement. What are your talents and gifts? What are some things that you can offer others? Okay. So we'll talk about examples of this in class, but I really want the service project to focus on this aspect. Thinking about what your gifts are, what your talents are. We all have them. Okay? What your talents are and what your gifts are. Coordinating some thoughts behind this to develop a service project to be able to help others in the community using our talents and gifts. So we are very much, in a real sense, putting our talents and gifts at the service of others. Okay? With that, I'll end. We will pick these discussions up in class. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for listening. Take care.